2011, I realized that if I finished the race, I would be the oldest ever to do it.
Keep an eye out for those 80-year-olds.
I was running and all of a sudden my back let go.
My name is Lew Hollander, and I'm 81 years old. I'll be 82 on June 6th.
There are now about 30 plus Ironman races around the world. 2.4 mile swim, 112-mile bike, and then a marathon at 26.2 miles.
I've done about 50 Ironmans probably. I got 22 at Kona.
And Lew is not stumbling along during this race. You know, he's a bona fide competitor.
In Ironman Hawaii, which is the world championship.
The quality of the people around you and the rest of the athletes are vastly superior. They come from all over the world, and they're the best of the best, so that makes Kona special.
Lew Hollander is one notable competitor who's done about as many Ironmans as I have and for as many years as I have.
I started in basically as a horseback rider. Well, it turns out that riding a horse and riding a bike, almost identical, same muscles. And I said, well, what can I do next? And then they had this Ironman thing, so that was sort of interesting. So I sent my entry in for Ironman in '85.
We're looking at two fierce competitors in their 80s. They're not backing down because he's a nice guy. They're competitive.
Ron's Koken, he's my age, 1 year younger. He and I go back quite a ways.
I'm very happy that he's giving me such a hard time on the course. It helps me to push harder.
Complacency breeds mediocrity. These guys aren't mediocre.
You swim in a bay.
As far as the conditions, I don't think they were any better or worse than they normally are. I just get on somebody's feet and stay there, and whatever they do, I do, and so I found that's the easiest way. But the swim started, I had a pain in my back, and it was the beginning of a kidney stone, which I certainly didn't need. The bike is always your relief because you get out of the water, and then you're up and going.
When you get on the bike, the road is smooth as glass.
The first part, you ride up this little hill and down, so you get a nice downhill.
You're fine.
And then, of course, you reach that little fishing village and head up the hill into Hawaii, and now you know the race starts. It's always hot and always windy and always miserable. On the bike, I didn't have much trouble, but I couldn't take any nutrition, and that was a problem.
You are going through this turmoil of, gee, can my body withstand this discomfort level? And nutritionally, can I stay lucid and clear?
I lock on to finishing the race, so that's all I know about at that time. I think Mark Allen said, the swim and the bike are for show and the run's for the dough, and he's exactly right. I was a little worried about the run. Leading up to the race, I had a hernia. Abdominal cramps, really, right from the beginning. I had to run the 26 miles holding it. I was very uncomfortable all the way.
When I got off the bike, my usual fashion, I took off like a bat out of hell.
I'm always ahead of him until we hit the run, and then he always passes me, and I don't like it.
There's a war going on out here for your age division.
And I caught Lew very quickly.
You know, they're aware of each other. They know what's going on during the race. They know the time differential.
I've been running behind him for a ways.
And then this problem with my back started. My back would just go forward, forward, forward. I couldn't stop it from doing it.
And he was sort of weaving all over the road, and it was a disaster waiting to happen.
And when it went down low enough, I'd fall. But I was so close to the ground that I just felt like a bag of laundry around.
See, he crashed through the barrier there. Fell down, broke a 2x6. You gotta really hit that hard.
I'd get up and start running again, and everything was fine for a little while, and then again this repeated itself.
At that point, it's all survival.
Keep an eye on the other 80-year-old guy with a pathetic head.
That underlying competitive zeal that they have and the awareness for each other certainly drives them.
He passed me when I was talking to the medics.
Strangely enough, even on the run in the end there, I was running pretty well. I It's pretty good. I'm still going. I don't know where it's coming from. I am very persistent, and I'm not going to let anything get in the way of completing this goal. It's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's a magic moment. I mean, there's no moment like that